Hello everyone, this is Friedrich with another turn resolution of War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. It is April 29th, 1942. We shall see what will happen today, which should include, nothing's going to happen there. Come on, Triton. Or not. Damaging some aircraft on the ground here. Now, we did take a damaged Mitchell, and it was a Nate we destroyed on the ground. At least one Nate. So it looks like Nates are, that's right, Nates are what he has here at Cooktown. I don't know. Apparently our Wellingtons aren't gonna get in there. Ooh, yeah! Anyways, it looks like we damaged some of his aircraft, but no losses. But at least it keeps his aircraft pinned down until they're repaired. All right, we're getting in here to bombard again. We had half ammunition. Let's do this. It may like wipe out the base, and we may have a lot of repairs to do, but it's fine. And as we unload our cruisers, probably destroyers are going to hit the base. Yeah. But that's okay. We wanted to soften up the troops, and it looks like we don't take any damage to the base. Okay, this was threw me off. All these are 0 except for 1 destroyed squads, but look at all the disabled. That's just nuts. That's these invasions are costly. Now that could be because it's an atoll, but I'm learning more about the amphibious invasions. So I'm looking at it like in real allies and just saying, what can I learn from some of these invasions? And he loses some stuff too, not nearly as much as we lost. Just unloading too, right? All right. Yeah, apparently it's got subs up underneath too. Well, I think that's south of Johnston Island. All right, just one hit. Okay, now we're surprised for what it's worth. We don't have a lot of naval fights, so I'm going to let this go for a little bit. I mean, not that there's going to be much to see. I wonder how close we have to be to fire off our torpedoes. Ooh, we took a hit. Severe damage. Okay, I'm sure that's gonna sink. Yep, there it goes. Took 2 shell hits and it's gone. All right. A lot of action there at Port Moresby. Alright, Kitty Hawks versus Nates. Let's see what we can do here. We'll do this for a little while, and then I'm going to probably push through because I don't want to be here all day. See if we can see anybody shut down. And hopefully not our stuff, but anyway. Oh, there we go. Ooh, he got a critical hit. Alright, Kitty Hawk, get out of there. So the Nates are diving on us. I wonder what the altitude variance is there. Okay. Alright. I think we've seen a pretty good action here. We're taking damage, and half of his guys have left. No, not all destroyed, of course. Not all 6 of them. 9 of us survived. I don't know what that means. It says no allied losses. I'm gonna assume that's wholly incorrect. Okay, and he's bombing our troops here on Borneo. I should look. I don't know how much these guys have left. Okay. So we're bombing East Vichang. Nothing doing. Alright, so he's not flying cap over these tanks, just over these. Okay, we'll hit those tanks then. And not shoot it and not knock any tanks out. Okay. Alright, 5 destroyed tanks, 4 disabled. 3. Who knows? Maybe these guys can get something. Nope. Alright, 2 follow-up Kitty Hawks. Can they shoot one down before more come? Okay, well they picked one out of the engagement anyway. They didn't shoot. Okay. I think they evened the odds here. Because if another one comes, I think he's going to have... Okay, never mind. Alright, we're bombing Kumak. Runway hits. That's what we want to see. 11 runway hits. 2 base hits. Oh man, the Mitchells. I meant to bomb the troops with the Mitchells. That's okay. I should have B-26s all bombing the troops. So that's fine. Yeah, so 18 Marauders here. We should have more coming. And we hit the 20th Division. Hopefully slowed it down. And more bombers. Still slowing it down. Alright, now we've swept the skies. There's only 2 Nates here. Should be okay to get in here. See if we can... Not hitting any aircraft. Okay. But we're hitting... Oh, okay. There's some... 1 destroyed aircraft, 2 damaged, supply dump hits, runway hits, so... beating up the base. Alright. So a Nate was destroyed on the ground. We did take 8 damaged fortresses, so that's not good. But a lot of hits on the base. All right. He still has these nates flying cap here. Ooh, more damaged aircraft. All right. Yeah, not much going on there. All right, we're bombing the troops because we're going to be doing a shock attack. So we want to make sure we're able to be effectual here. All right. Now we're in the air operations PM. I'm actually surprised how much happened in the AM. Oh man. Okay. We got a hit in. Well, a reported hit. But I'd rather get reported hit than no reported hit, so we'll take it. All right. This was a sweep, which didn't go until after all the bombers went in. All right, 17 Lilies are bombing Cebu. Okay, so, and here we're not capping, sweeping Chiang Mai. And these should be even footing. I think the Oscars might be a bit better, and certainly he probably has better pilots. Although these are the AVG, so they're pretty good pilots as well. I just automatically assume this at this stage of the war, the Japanese have better stuff and better trained guys. So far, it's pretty even trade, but I mean, just damage. We're both getting damaged. Actually, now we're getting more damage than he is. Okay, there's a damaged Oscar. All right, this may be a while. Let's get through this. All right, supposedly one destroyed. That might be more than that. All right, now the air phase is officially completed. All right, so these guys sitting here, he has at least 2 subs that have been sitting here. A robo. They are just really going after these small ASW ships. They don't care that they're small and hard to hit. So we have to watch out for that. And apparently we don't care that it's a destroyer. We're going to fire at it anyway. And we whiff as well. Okay. All right, more unloadings. Let's see how this goes. Okay. 39 coastal guns. Alright, bombardment attack at Wenchao. That appears to be a daily thing. And we beat up a few Japanese troops. And a deliberate attack up here south of Yan'an. See how this goes. He's going to knock us. There's no way these guys can't knock around the small units. So we should be retreating, maybe directly in, yep. So that's that. We did cause a few casualties, but we took a lot, especially destroyed. And a bombardment at Surabaya, the usual. And we take a plethora of losses as usual. Oh, wow. He has way more than we thought. Okay. That's not going to be good, guys. Well, we got more to unload, but man, that's a bad start. Okay. Ouch. I guess our recons were like way wrong about that. Well, I guess it's good we got that bombardment in and bombers. Um, because otherwise it would be like a million times worse. All right. Some much needed reinforcements coming into Australia and New Zealand. Hey, we got a brigade at Victoria. I mean, okay. I'll have to buy it out just to get it off to take it to LA. Okay. Be right back. All right. He has a lot more than we thought. Now, the troops we have here aren't terrible. We just don't have very many of them. Not yet. Um, I don't even know that we have that much left to unload. So this isn't good. Let me check this out. Okay. All right. What does that mean? Hmm. All right. Okay. So I don't have enough here to take this. I could have my guys rest and recover this stuff and just hold. He's overstacked here. Or I could keep unloading. This might flip back into shock attack if we keep unloading. Here, let's look at this. Disruption is actually 0. Fatigue is still high. I mean, we could just chill out for a minute. Remain on station. Do not unload. So I'm going to do this on purpose. That'll give our guys 1 day to hopefully drop some fatigue and get some of these disabled guys back. I don't know how effective that's going to be because we're also missing out on some support. But I'll give them 1 day to just hold the toehold that they have. And let's see. I kind of don't want to use these. I'll stand down these guys for a turn also. Let them rest. And so I'm not overworking our bombers. And then we can bomb and unload next turn, and I guess they'll probably go for a shock attack again. I think that's what we're going to have to do. These guys, the bombers here, will not do any significant damage, so I'm not going to fly. It's a waste to give up my position just to do something like that. By the way, Saratoga has been repaired, so we can get the Saratoga group. And what I want to do is escort our convoy that's bringing the 32nd Infantry Division to Australia. I want to escort that with the Saratoga. That's my thought right now. Okay. Let's come down here and look at just to be clear, there's not really anything more to talk about up here at this time. We're just convoys, ASW. It's just nothing fancy here. We don't have the shipping to move the troops off of Hilo right now either. Okay, down here, I think it's just, more of the same. These guys are heading back. A lot of this stuff is heading back. The the mine sweeper Kingfisher is sweeping around. Let's see. Okay, so these destroyers we brought to Pago Pago really to go to Pearl Harbor. So that's what we're going to do. They're in ASW. Let's go ahead and hit some ships while we're heading back. Some subs if we find any. Okay, they're probably not going to, but if they do, they can do whatever they want with that. I don't know what all this is, honestly, and I don't believe he has tankers here, but he could be putting fuel here. But I do have, not there, but here, Banshees, in case he's going to come into this area. I'm going to tell you my guess, okay? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't know that much about this game, and I'm still trying to figure out my opponent. If I were to guess, I would say these are a gathering of transports that he's coming, and the tankers are probably carriers, honestly. And I think what he's doing is we think they're tankers because from a distance that's what they look like. But I think he's going to escort them down here, and he's going to either pick guys up or he's bringing a supply. And I don't know if... Okay, here's what I think is happening. He's reinforcing. Oh, he got out. Okay, his division escaped, and this unit is stuck here. We are going to hit it with, not rest, combat, and let's just do shock since it's his smaller unit is left here. The division escaped. What was this, like a naval guard unit is still here. So we should be able to wipe that out. Okay. What else we got over here? Okay, so we bombed Cooktown. Okay, let's go back. Sorry. Just briefly. First of all, I want to show you. Here's our well, never mind. These guys are heading back. I keep forgetting they unloaded and they're heading back. However, this transport group is coming to bring troops to Fate. Now, if this is indeed carriers, I have to be careful that he's not going to bomb them. So we should know more before this. I mean, this will get like to about in here. I think that's fine. We'll know more next turn. Again, I mean, look, we've got plenty of eyes out here. If his carriers move into this area, we should see him, and then we'll know whether we need to put the brakes on this transport group or not. But I think it can go another turn heading in. We got LB-30s flying, and I closed the radius on them so that they don't go so far out. It is 8, which is actually 4 in anti-sub duty. So they're just flying right around here. I don't need, in fact, it covers like up in here. I don't need them to go way out here and they're so scattered they're not finding anything. I'd rather they be close in and maybe, for example, find these closer subs and hopefully sink them. All right. I'm going to take, well, I keep forgetting. I did come here to show you this. The airfield damage is still there. Extreme overcast may mean our bombers will not do as well this turn, but I feel like we need to keep bombing. Just like I feel like we need to keep bombing Cooktown as well. But we have to check for weather and also if our bombers are getting exhausted. Okay, and only based on this we can hope it's clear. So Dutch East Indies, it looks like there's we were able to bomb these tanks and beat them up. I kind of want to hit this again. We'll have to see and also make sure we have some aircraft to sweep with. And right now I'll probably put this back and do like 60-40, and that way they can anyway. And we'll check on this area. Worst case scenario, we'll bomb these tanks again, but this is clear now, or no, it's light rain. I just didn't see the indicator. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. I'll come back to that. Well, he got in here and he'll easily take this. Do we even have any assault value? Nope. AV is 0. We're going to get these bombers, these airframes out of here. If we go up here, it'll rail the one that's damaged. Let's go ahead and do that now. Just, don't want to take any chances here. Okay. And we'll get these guys out to Sabang as well. All right. So, and then at this stage, I'm going to stand down. I guess there's no point. I can't get this out of here. But I'm going to stand down, and then I'm going to fly possibly either Sabolga or we'll figure out a base. I want to stand down so that they're rested. We'll give them a turn. And this unit as well. We'll figure out a long-term base. It should only take, in one day we'll have the other part of this unit, and then we'll try to get it out of there as well. All right. We bombed this, but didn't do much to it. And looks like he brought in even more fighters to hold. Anyway. And it's possible it's light rain. It's possible he's going to, start doing night cap. We'll find out, I guess. I say that because it looks like he has more fighters than before. However, we also have more detection. So maybe that's just all that we're doing and seeing. Okay. I keep avoiding this, not on purpose. 0 air-to-air stick. 0 destroy. Look at this. 0, 0, 0, 0. I don't even know if I've had that all game. 6303. So he's lost 12. Let's take a look. Now this says 11, this says 12. I don't know. But 8 and 8, 3 air to air, 3 ground, and 2 ops. So 8 Nates. Those are over Cooktown. So I think we didn't fight Nates anywhere else. Now the Oscars we fought over Chiang Mai, and he lost 2 in air to air. And it looks like we didn't destroy any on the ground. But I thought we were told, or was it Nates that was destroyed on the ground? I thought we got an Oscar on the ground as well. Maybe that's the 12th one, and this is just misleading us. Anyway, no, because this is 12. 3. Okay. Okay, so one more air to air. I don't know if that's even true. Anyway, I know we didn't shoot any nils down air to air. 1 to ops. Okay. And that's it. Now, we shouldn't have lost any pilots, so we didn't. And any ships sank that we didn't know about? Well, of course, our PT. 1 point. Okay. That's fine. All right. That's that. That's the status of the fighting. Okay. Um, Actually, if you'll bear with me just a minute, I'll I'll come back and tell you the variance of Army lost points that happened there. And also, I'll go ahead and update you on the score variance, to the overall score variance. Just a minute. Okay, so interesting story. The actual delta here is 0 as far as the variance between the two scores. What happened is the Japanese went up 20 points and we went up 20 points. The Army lost points for Japan only went up 4. Ours went up a bit more than that. Not even sure where we. It could be the losses at Johnston. I'm not 100% sure where all of them are because we didn't really lose that many destroyed. So I'm a little bit befuddled because I noticed that the other turn too, where it didn't seem like we lost a lot, but we lost a lot of points. Anyway, and he would have lost a lot more air points than we did, but overall we went up 20, he went up 20, and so the variance here didn't change from last turn. All right. We're getting a lot of political points. Well, okay, we're building up. I want to start buying these bigger units out, but we'll see what we can do this turn. Let's finish up China here and kind of wrap up. Nothing much happened. Well, there was the bombardment here, and it looks like he's bringing in reinforcements to this hex. Probably he's ready to knock me out of here, and that's understandable. And it looks like I don't see any other activity, any little tags that show movement or anything, except for when we get up here, he's still wanting to go here and here. And now it looks like he came into this hex, he took it, and now he's pulling back this direction. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to do, but that's what it looks like he's doing. Maybe he's just trying to make a decent wall so we can't infiltrate through, which I'm not trying to just right now. I like where I'm positioned up here. Should I be doing something different? Possibly, but I'm content with what the position I'm in throughout all of these spots. And I mean, would I like to leak around some of this stuff? Yeah, but well, I could. Yeah, I'm gonna do something cheeky here. We'll use another unit of the 50th Corps. And we'll get into Trucian. Okay? We're going to go northeast and then east. If he's going to drop down, well, let's just move here, because if he's going slow this way, I don't want to get in here while he's still in there. Okay? I think that's about it. He still hasn't done his invasion up here, but these guys are going to be out of supply soon. And yeah. So that's kind of wraps it up. I guess I can talk about my strategy here. Well, the strategy is, I think, to make sure that Sydney has troops and Brisbane. Make sure these guys are in good shape, particularly Brisbane, because Sydney, I don't think he's going to try that. It does trigger reinforcements, which, sure, they come off map, but still. Anyways, I do want to make sure this is hard to take. Don't get me wrong. And this even more, probably even more so. Okay? And right now it's weaker than Sydney. But I'm not going to worry too much about, let's see, some of these bases. We do have base forces. And the 29th. Okay. Brisbane. I mean, we could withdraw to Brisbane and make the 5th Division. I might do that. I don't want to spread out. If he invades and knocks out a brigade, that's kind of makes it pointless. So we'll go back and I'll just do that. So I want to make sure these are secure. Then Townsville, I want to make sure is secure. And right now it's the strongest of the three. Then I want to keep this line here. And I mean, these aren't strong, by the way, overly strong. But the goal is to make Townsville very hard. Then we'll have a fallback line at Brisbane. And if between Townsville and Brisbane we can get some troops funneled into here through back roads or front roads, whatever it takes, Americans are coming. So I'm going to keep my air units as forward as possible until he tries to take that away from me. As far as this goes, my tanks are just working this hex, and I'm not going to advance more north until we get some reinforcements coming into here, which I have on the agenda. But it will probably take approximately 6 weeks, and in the meantime, we'll just keep bombing this. He may bring reinforcements, supplies, whatever, but he's not going to bring enough aircraft to get air superiority here. It's just impossible. We have too much stuff in the area, too many fighters, too much things. It's not going to happen. Whatever he brings, we'll just knock out of we'll bomb to smithereens on the airfields and shoot down with our sweeps. So I'm not worried about that. All right. His best bet would probably be to take this, although this is going to be a tough nut to crack at times too, and fortified. And Denny is the next best bet, and then build up the airfield so that he can start working down these. Boom, boom, boom. This is somewhat of a nut to crack. It's level 3 forts. It is times 2 terrain, and it's got a little 33 AV, but if that's times 2 terrain, that's 66 plus a level 3 fort. I mean, he's going to need a sizable regiment to take it out, I would reckon. and I do want to get some anti-aircraft guns into this hex, but I'm not sure if I want to. I mean, if there are carriers here, and he does have a sub here, we'll have to make sure we get some decent ASW and watch out for the sub. I mean, for the aircraft carriers. Um, but yeah, as far as this is going, we're doing fine. We're reinforcing. We got a decent force here, decent force here, and actually not a bad force here. So we're in good shape in these three hexes. For it wouldn't take much, but if he's concentrated somewhere else, he's not going to take these without bringing a division, and that just spreads them out even more. Now Canton is easier to take, but we are building up our forts here as well. Level 4, and we're building up for level 5. Okay. And that's about it. Other than that, these are our fallback islands, but I have not been working on them very much. Christmas Island is the strongest right now. And then, of course, we got Hawaii trying to take Johnston. And the 40th Infantry is going to go to Brisbane. And the 32nd and the 27th are going to go to Sydney. And then we've got the 41st sitting here that's going to go, and this is the reinforcements that are going to go and try to help take Kumak. And that's about it. We, if I can get the 87th Mountain Regiment out of here, I'll use that as well. And I think we will. I'm gonna buy. I don't mind buying some of this stuff out. It may use up a lot of our political points, but that's what we get it for. We just have to decide what we're willing to part with the political points to quote unquote buy for ourselves. And then of course we've got, even this might be useful. Look at this. Now it says motorized infantry regiment and it shows tanks and the tank icon here. I'm not seeing it. It's just rifle squad and motorized support. So that's the motorized, but I'm not sure why it has pictures of tanks and the tank icon here. But it's got 2.5 years. More than 2 years. We could use it. But this is scheduled for Australia. I think that'll be a good Australian unit. We got a lot of stuff heading to Australia, but some more artillery that can go to Kumak, as well as the infantry division here, and the mountain regiment, as well as, well, that's it, I guess. And I think that could help us take the rest of New Caledonia back. I'm not going to be too aggressive. I'm not going to push even past Johnston Island. I've decided I'm not even going to try to take Baker right now. The next goal, once we take Johnston, is just to start carting people down to Australia and avoiding doing any more offensives. Australia is going to be our next focal point, just shoring up the defenses and trying to hold wherever we can. This isn't even going to be a priority anymore. I'm literally going to focus on holding Lafoa and Numea. That's it. This may not even, I'm not even too worried about this spot here. If we can knock, for example, I want to knock this guy out, and then I'm going to pull back, and we're done. That's just what it's going to be. I may bring the tanks back here. I don't know. I could bring them here because they can move fast enough. They can react to here if they have to. But I'm not going to push past these two bases once I knock this around. All right. I think that about does it. I'm going to call it here and look forward to watching April 30th with you. And then we'll have May 1. May 1 will bring some interesting things, hopefully good things, and hopefully a renewed offensive at Johnston Island. Thanks for watching with me. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you next time. Take care. Bye.